everybody. Hello out there. Thank you so much for joining us again for another lovely Tuesday tutorial. Thank you for joining us live. I am Amber. I will be answering your questions in the comments here. Feel free to leave those. And this, of course, is the lovely Jené. Hurrah! Jené will be doing the actual hard part of the tutorial and showing you all the tips and tricks of what we're doing today. As always, we ask for you to leave your name and where you're from in the comments, if you don't mind, just because we like seeing where people are watching us from and get a little community kind of going in there. So hello to everyone watching again. And today we are doing a no makeup.
Yes.
Obviously there's makeup involved, but just that more natural kind of look.
Yes, super exciting.
And then one other little thing before we get started. So last week, Jené and I wore these shirts, and we didn't just not do laundry. We did our laundry. We were wearing them again because they're on sale. These are Team Besame shirts. Showing it off in kind of a weird way. These are Team Besame shirts. All of the proceeds to this go to charity. They go to Feeding America food banks across the nation. They interact with different food banks and meal providers to provide food for the hungry across the whole country. So every single dime goes to them. You can find these on our website, on our homepage at besame.com, and they're only available through this week. So if you want to grab one, then go ahead and grab it up now because it won't be around for too long.
Yes,
so that's why
absolutely.
we have these cute little shirts again.
That's right. And so get yours and help Besame give back to Feeding America, to help everybody who's struggling right now during this really difficult time. And you get a cute shirt as well, and you get to feel like you're a part of Team Besame, which is really exciting. So it's good all around.
Yes. We have a couple hellos from Northern California, from England, from France, and Flagstaff, and Virginia, and Oklahoma. Hooray! Natalie,
Wow.
I think your birthday was yesterday or the day before. So happy birthday, Natalie. We brought it up last time. I got it at least sort of right. So happy belated birthday to Natalie.
Happy birthday.
And great. So how are we going to get started today with our no makeup?
Yes, well, let's get started. Let's get right into it right now. I've got a fresh face, totally makeup free. And the goal of the no makeup look, I think, is to really enhance your natural beauty, so that your makeup is done in a subtle way, to just really bring out your best features, really enhance that. And if there's any inconsistencies in your skin tone, any redness, anything like that, it will help to kind of even that out, which is usually what we want to do. So yeah, that's kind of the goal of it. It's not going to be anything where you're clearly wearing makeup. So it's going to be very light, and we're only going to use a couple products today. So that's going to be a little bit different. But if you want to follow along at home, what I plan to use today is going to be brown cake, some brightening powder, and some cream rouge. So grab those if you've got them, because that's what we're going to use today. And I think this is a great look, especially for right now when you want to do a little bit of makeup, just as a part of your routine, keep that normalcy and you're getting ready every day. But you don't feel like you want to use all your products right now. Maybe you're trying to be, frugal and save your products, so a little bit goes a long way here. And it's still, again, just makes you feel fresh, really brings out your natural beauty. So that's what we're going to do today. So to get started, let's see. So the very first thing we want to get started with is making sure that our skin is clean. So cleanse your face, use your toner, use your moisturizer. And then if you typically use a tinted moisturizer, that's great, because that's going to help us today. We're not going to use foundation, and here's why. Again, if we really want to give that appearance of not wearing makeup when we are, a lot of times foundation can really sit on the skin, and when you see it in person, it's a little bit like obvious that you've got makeup on. So what we can do is use a tinted moisturizer, use a tinted primer, use a tinted sunblock, something like that. And if you don't have any of those things, but you do have foundation, you can just mix a little bit in with your moisturizer to create your own tinted moisturizer, something like that. So take my glasses off because I got to get my canvas ready. So what I'm going to do is I have a tinted sunblock, and it's just like a daily wear face sunblock with a little bit of tint to it. So that's what I'm going to use to start. And so what that's going to do is help just add a little bit of tint to the skin, but nothing that looks unnatural. So just helping to even out any redness. Right now I have some redness going on. I've got some, under eye circles. I've got a few blemishes going on, just normal skin stuff happening.
Regular life.
Regular life, that's what it is. So I'm going to do this. And it's also great to always wear sunblock every day. It really helps protect you from dark spots on the skin, like sunspots and things like that. And obviously, it helps protect against skin cancer. So it's very, very good to wear sunblock every
And
day.
you can, if you don't want to wear any kind of foundation, that's totally fine. You don't have to. A
Absolutely.
moisturizer sunblock is recommended, but you don't have to wear anything at all, or just wear a little tiny bit of concealer wherever you want it and really blend it out is another option if you feel
Yes,
like
thank
it.
you so much, Amber. Yes, absolutely true. This, of course, depends on, what your skin type is like. So if you're, a dry skin type, you're like, oh yeah, I'm totally going to want to do moisturizer. If you're dry and you have redness, you're like tinted moisturizer for sure. If you're more oily, but, your skin tone's really even, then you might just omit this altogether. And again, that's really up to you. And that's going to be true for this whole tutorial, really. This is based a lot on your skin tone, and that's going to dictate a lot of what you choose in terms of shades and product types and things like that. So now that I've done the sunblock, I don't know if you can tell the difference, but it just added just a little bit, and I think it helped even out even out my skin here, because the tint was like not extreme or anything like that. And I do have, where did I put it? I thought I had. Do I have it? Yep, okay. I got it. Concealer. And so I'm not going to use as much concealer as I might normally use on a daily basis with a full face, but I'm just going to apply it where I have a couple blemishes, and I'm just going to blend it out with my fingertips. I'm actually going to be using my fingertips a lot in this look today because I think it's a really great way to naturally blend things out on the face. Which is kind of what we're going for today. So I'm going to put just a couple dots. I'm sure you can tell this is like super duper lighter than what you might normally do, but just a little bit, because again, we're going for a very subtle look, very natural,
and it's kind
subtle
of
look.
interesting because these very minimal makeup looks have kind of fallen in and out of fashion all throughout history. So by going back to this more just using your fingertips and all that kind of stuff is a funny throwback almost even to the 1900s, where people wanted to enhance how they looked, but it was, a little risque to be using too much makeup or any makeup. And they had almost no applicators for anything really conventionally. And then, even up into the 70s, where sort of a more natural look came about and started to become more fashionable. And all the time, I mean, you can always use a beauty blender or a brush, whatever makes you feel comfortable. Of course, wash your hands and your tools, of course, but the fingertips can really do a good job. And the heat there naturally, too, helps it kind of blend in. And it's just fast.
Yes,
it's
fast.
one less thing to do sometimes is the best thing.
Very true. So continuing on with the skin, next I'm going to be applying some cream rouge to my cheeks. I would recommend doing a cream rouge rather than a powder rouge for this look because it looks so natural. I really think cream rouge just blends right in, and it just gives you the most natural looking flush to the skin, just to the cheeks, and you look very bright and sunny. So I'm going to use Apricot for my cheeks because I feel like that's the one that's going to probably match with my skin tone a little more naturally. They both look very, very natural, but for me, I think Apricot's going to be that shade that's going to be even more subtle. So I'm going to go super duper light, again, just using the tips of my fingers, and apply it just ever so slightly to the apples of my cheeks. And then
So
blend.
if your skin tone is naturally has a real kind of red tinge to it, more so than a lighter pink. Like I'm very pink. And so surprisingly, this apricot is actually great for that. Even though it looks really orange in the tin, it naturally adds this touch of peachiness and brings out your natural skin tone. Now, if you aim a little less towards pink, more towards a red, more towards a deeper shade, sometimes crimson can give you that more natural feeling. But with both of them, as long as you blend it out, they can look very, I mean, I use a little extra for our camera because I feel like it. I am a little extra. So you can, see that I'm wearing it. But if you just put one fingertip on, it will blend in as though you just naturally, came in from the windy beach or something.
So I hope, and you mentioned for camera, putting a little bit more on, but in real life, in my mirror, this is like perfect. And I hope that it's not too subtle for the camera. I hope you can see the difference. I only did it on this cheek. Can you see it, or should I add a little more? What do you think,
Yeah, you
Amber?
can see it. Maybe just to show. Well, you know what? I have it on too. So, and gosh, even on my camera, it isn't as it's not as dramatic on camera. It's so you'd think we're like in some crazy studio. We're at our house, and yet we still gotta be camera ready. Maybe do just the tiniest bit
Yeah,
more
I'm
just
gonna
to
do
show it
just a
off.
little bit more,
But
just so you can see.
in regular life, you really need very, very little. We did have a question from Sarah Flanagan. Is there going to be Besame brand concealer or moisturizer or foundation in the future? So concealer and foundation, we don't have plans on right now. We do still have our cashmere powders, which we talked a little bit about in last week's video. So there are those available. Other than that, we don't have foundations and concealers for the near future. But for skincare, we do. There's not much more we can say about it, but there will be some skincare options coming in the near future. So we'll get way more into that
So
as it gets closer.
exciting.
But that is something that'll be coming up soon as a very nice base.
I added a little bit more just so that it would read on the camera more. Hopefully you can tell now, but I think it still looks super natural because I really blended it out with my fingertips. Awesome. So there we go. Now, I'm looking a little bit shiny, and I think that's thanks to my sunblock because it does give a little bit of a sheen. If you want to go for a dewy look, we got it right now, right? But I think what I want to do is brighten the skin and also matte it down a little bit because I look a little too shiny for my taste. I like more of a matte look. That way I don't look oily. And sometimes my skin can go, I have combination skin, but sometimes it can verge on the oily side of things. So I'm just going to go ahead and control that shine right now by using brightening powder. So brightening powder is great for this look because it's translucent. So we're not going to be adding on any like any heavy tint, shade, anything like that to our skin. It's going to be translucent. It's going to let our natural skin tone shine right through. But what it's going to do is it's going to just brighten up the skin really, really nicely. And then also, control shine. So trying to get some of it down into my little filter here.
And which brightening powder are you using?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm using vanilla.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Yay.
So, and I'm just using the little powder puff that it comes with, and it smells so lovely. It smells really, really good.
That nice little, was there a cake baking yesterday? Oh, I'll pretend there was, kind of. That's what it always makes me think of.
Yes. Absolutely.
And I have kind of a random question for everybody watching, actually, while Jené powders herself here. So we've done, in the past, we did a Lips Like Marilyn video where we did, where Jené specifically did a lip technique that Marilyn Monroe used. And we would love to do more kind of starlet-based ones like that from, beauty icons of history. So please let us know in the comments if there are any specific celebrities, starlets, beauty icons that you would like to see. We can't guarantee we'll do all of them, but we will try to do as many as we can. But we'd love, love, love to find out what you guys would, most like to see to give yourself a little bit of that, Marilyn or Audrey Hepburn kind of glamour.
So real quick, just wanted to show you, I've applied the powder to only this side of my face. So you can see that this side is still rather shiny. And this side is a lot more controlled. And I put on barely any powder, like barely any, because again, I'm really going for that subtle, no makeup look. So I didn't want to cake it on my face or anything like that. But it's really already helping just control the shine that the sunblock on my face was leaving traces of. So
Yeah.
That's
And
what
I
I
love
love.
that it leaves a little, just the touch of kind of the glow of your skin still. So it's not that just so matte. It's obviously powdered kind of feeling. It's
Right.
just that little more of your natural look to counteract the sunblock. Like
Yeah, and that's because, again, I'm putting it on rather lightly. I'm not
yeah.
putting a ton on my face, and it's also translucent, and so that helps as well.
Yeah. We had one question. What's the difference between French vanilla and regular vanilla? French vanilla is a touch darker. So if you have more the light porcelain skin tone, then vanilla would be slightly better. And if you have more of a medium or darker skin tone, then French vanilla would be better. They do the same thing and they both counteract redness. They're just made for the different skin tones, just slightly. And we had a thing for Joanna said, how about a Sophia Loren look or a Maria Felix?
Ooh,
Very
those are
exciting.
fun.
Sophia Loren 60s. Ooh, that is such a beautiful look.
That's super cool.
Love to have any tiny touch of a look of Sophia Loren. That would be quite amazing.
Honestly.
Yay.
So I am now using violet powder. I put some in the lid, so it's like this, but just a little bit of violet brightening powder right underneath my eyes and up here on the cheekbones to really bring out, kind of like if you are familiar with highlighting the face or contouring the face, think of it like that. So put this wherever you would like to normally highlight the skin, and this is just like a subtle, natural way of doing that. To make it look like those parts of your face are naturally much brighter and highlighted already. So there we go. Okay, my skin is looking really nice, and I did not use foundation.
Yeah,
And it
just a
looks like I've got like
sunblock.
this beautiful glowing skin, and that and we were streaming, and I don't know what happened. Are we back? Audio just came back. Okay, great. Oh, Amber, I can't hear you. Hang on one second. Okay. Here we go. Hang on. Amber, are you there? Oh no, why can't I hear you? Can you hear me? Yes? Oh my goodness gracious. This happened recently. Okay. I totally can't hear you, Amber. Oh no. Oh no. I don't know. I can't hear Amber either. Oh, we can't hear. I don't know that. Can anybody hear Amber? Can anybody hear me? Okay. Can you guys hear me? I don't know. I don't know what's happening. No. Can people hear me? I don't know if people can hear me or not. People can hear me, but no one can hear Amber. Oh my gosh. Well, Amber, Amber's going to figure that out. And I guess I will just continue with what I was doing. I'm so sorry, you guys. Yeah, the power went out on our block or something, and all of a sudden everything turned off. Our internet, our lights, like everything. So I moved. I'm in front of the window now. We're back connected. Hopefully Amber can figure that out on her end, sound wise. And are we there? Are we
Can
good?
you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, and if you guys don't mind putting just like yes if you can hear me, or yes Amber, something like that, just to see. But Jené, keep going. Sorry
It's
to
okay.
break
All
your
right.
concentration.
Oh my gosh.
Oof.
Wow. How exciting. That was probably like the biggest snafu that we've,
Oh my
encountered with
gosh.
this, but we made it work. Hey, Nick, could you hand me the mirror? Because I moved and I don't have a mirror now.
This is just classic live TV.
Yep, pretty much. I'll just
This
take the,
is
I'll
why
just take
people
it.
don't record shows in their homes typically, but hey, making
This
it
is my
happen.
magic mirror. Here we go. So now I'm going to do everything one-handed, which is totally fine. Got to do what you got to do. Okay, so we're back at it. So what have I done so far? My face. Next,
Yep.
I'm just going to go and I'm going to start on my eyebrows. And so I'm going to use brown cake for my brows because it's going to look super duper natural. And I'm just going to use a teeny tiny brush. And I'm just going to draw little hair-like strands into my brow, following the shape that it already is. And I'm just going to be very, very light-handed with this so that as natural as it possibly can. And what I like, so here's the great thing about the brown cake, is that depending on how much water we're going to try to keep going with this. Thank you so much for bearing with us. Thank you. Can you see me okay?
Okay. There we go. So you keep going, Jené.
Okay. Wow, I'm so sorry. Okay. Thank you. All right, so here we go. I did one brow. I'm gonna do my other brow now. And I was just saying, I think before we lost connection, that I've been trying to let my eyebrows kind of like regrow because sometimes I am really bad about over plucking, and I just do it on accident, and it's just so easy to do. So I'm trying to like be not as crazy about maintaining my eyebrows because I'm not really going anywhere anyway. So if you see I've got some like funny little eyebrow hairs happening, then that's why. Oh, am I out of frame a little bit? Oh, wow, that's like super duper. Yeah. What the heck? How did that happen?
We can see your eyebrows. Great. So it works great.
That one.
Yes, so one thing she was talking about is how much water you use with the cake mascara. Yes, thank you for reminding us, Kristen. And it just means that you can really control the color. So I gave away my little reveal, Jené, in the comments. So I'm using brown for my eyebrows and liner and lashes today. But so I have very, very light brows, and I'm using brown for them, if you can see. And I don't put very much on. When I use it, I put a little water on the cake, and then I like barely touch the cake and then put it on my brows and put it through with a spoolie. And so even if as long as you're blonde with like a touch of warmth to the color, then that'll still even work with you.
There you go.
That's the color. So you can go from a pretty dark brown to a very light, even blonde, just the one cake.
It's true. So, so now I've done my brows, and again, just try to follow their natural shape and just fill them in with little, light strokes that are kind of like little hairs. And I think what helps with this is that it just gives your brows like extra oomph. And brows really help give character to the whole face, helps shape your face, helps bring out your eyes. So it's an important one to do when you're doing this no makeup look to really enhance your natural beauty. So what I'm going to do next is, still using the same little brush and still using my brown cake, I am going to show you how to do a no eyeliner. Because when you're doing a no makeup look, obviously we don't naturally have like a big line on the top of our on our eyelid over our lashes. But a lot of us really like the effect that eyeliner gives our eyes because it helps them look more open, look, more dreamy, and it helps give a fullness to the lash. So what we're going to do is get your brush, loaded up with your brown cake, and then you're going to go in and just like little dot type, like make little tiny dots sort of as
Mm-hmm.
close to the root of the lash as you can, and like kind of push it into the root of the lash. So we're not
Oh.
making a line. We're just going to sort of wiggle in there a little bit and get some into the root. And what that's going to do is give sort of an eyeliner effect, that we like about eyeliner
Mm-hmm.
without, whoops, and then I smudged it on my eye, so I'm gonna just wipe that away really quick. Yeah.
And that's kind of the nice thing about the cake mascara is that it does, before it fully dries, you can just like boop, take it off
Mm-hmm.
so easily. And again, when you're not, talking and wondering if the internet will work, I will say it's much, much easier to to do all of this kind of stuff. But I
Yep.
do love this idea of you're almost aiming more towards just the roots of your lashes than thinking of putting a line
So I don't know if you
there,
can
which is
see the
cool.
difference. I hope you can. It doesn't look like eyeliner,
Yeah.
but it almost does. It just looks like I've got like even fuller lashes and I haven't even put on
Hmm.
mascara yet. So this one has it, this one doesn't. Now I'm going to add it to this eye.
Oh, pretty. And again, this is a step you could, I mean, with all of this stuff that we talk about, these are just fun little things to try because Jené and I aren't professional makeup artists. We're kind of here, well, Jené is very, very good at makeup. And we're here to just
Thank you.
show that, normal people can use all this stuff too and have little tips that we've learned over the years just doing it. So with this, if you want a fuller line because you feel like it, wonderful. If you want even less, where it's just mascara and maybe just a little cream rouge, that's totally fine. This is just one option where you can add makeup in kind of a surprising amount of places quickly and give you just that little bit more definition than going completely barefaced at all. Also,
Yes.
Natalie complimented both of our brows. So thank you, Natalie. That's
Oh,
very nice.
thanks. Thank you. Yes, that was very well said, Amber. Thank you. So there we go. So I've done that now, and now using brown cake. Still love how versatile this product is, but I'm changing my brush and I'm going to use a spoolie brush. I'm going to apply it as my mascara. And so that I think the key to getting really natural looking lashes that don't look like you have mascara on, one of them is using a shade like brown, right? Because
Yeah.
even if you have naturally black lashes like I do, brown is still going to complement that really well, and it's just going to look absolutely natural. Because even if you have, dark brown or black lashes, when you put on black mascara, I think you can pretty much usually tell that you've got mascara on.
Yeah.
So if that's what you're going for, absolutely go for it, especially if you've naturally got dark lashes already. But the brown is so subtle and so pretty, and when you add it just lightly to the lashes and you really make sure that you kind of like brush it into the root and separate all your lashes with your spoolie brush really nicely, it's just going to look so pretty. So pretty and so natural.
And then to get a little bit of a side to side, so again, I always have these dots on my face for my glasses. So I'm using the brown and it's not applied as prettily, but also on my lashes. I'm trying to showcase. So hard to see without my glasses. And I applied multiple layers so you can see that it can get pretty dark if you want it to, or if you want just that little bit of lift and a little bit of color that Jené is going for, you can also do that. So it got actually a lot darker than even I thought it would when I was doing it today. So it kind of has a
Yeah.
good range for that.
I don't know if you can see the difference. I hope you can.
Yes.
But it's very, I really think this looks super natural. Like I just have these gorgeous, long, curly type lashes. Oh, that's another great
Mm-hmm.
step. If you have an eyelash curler, You do that because even just curling the lashes without putting on your mascara or anything is a great way to already enhance your natural beauty, give your lashes a really pretty look. I actually don't have an eyelash curler. I used to have one and it broke and I haven't replaced it yet. So that's probably something that I should invest in. But I would recommend that if you want. And then when you add just a little bit of mascara to it, it makes it all the more prettier.
Oh, and yeah, so this is, and you can use any kind of mascara for this. Of course, we're just using cake mascara because we personally love it. But and you can find browns in a variety of times. And again, you could use a whatever you feel like. You could use a black, you can use a brown, whatever you wish. And using sometimes maybe just one coat rather than multiple will get you more of that natural look. Again, you can see I don't have I don't go for natural lashes very much because my natural lashes are blonde and I don't want them to be. So for me, I prefer having a little bit more makeup on all the time because I, just like shiny things, I guess. So
I
that's
love it.
just me and what I do. But of course, this is, I think, a beautiful option that most people really love, and it looks so pretty and natural and lovely.
All right, so we're almost done with our eyes. I'm going to show you one more step, a totally optional step. You could, of course, just stop right here and be like, eyes are done. But for me, I really like, because I have hooded eyes, I really like what the lights and darks of eyeshadow can do for my eyes to really help them out. But if I want to look natural, I don't really want to look like I'm wearing shadows. So what I'm going to do, and what I would recommend if you feel that way as well, is to use matte shadows. Because obviously we don't naturally have glitter on our faces. Not most of us anyway.
As much as I wish.
So use a matte shadow. Use your fingertips to apply it super duper lightly. Or if you prefer using a brush, make sure you just blend it out. Use a really nice fluffy brush. I'm going to use my fingertips, and I'm going to use, I'm like throwing it back to Snow White today. Really feeling Snow White for this natural princess no makeup look, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like I woke up like this, Snow White. But I'm gonna use, and you can use any matte shadows that you have if you want to do this step. I'm gonna use like a very light cream, almost white shadow, just a teeny tiny bit. Apply it right to my fingertips, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna not drop my mirror, and just apply it like that, right there in the center of my eyelid, right on like the very, very center. And suddenly my eye is brighter and more open, just ever so slightly. Another thing about my eyelids is that you can really see like the veins in my eyelids. My skin's a little bit translucent. So I like having shadow because it kind of takes away the blue of my eyelids that I have. So voila, there you go. Just like so small, such a tiny little detail.
Bit.
But for me, I like it. I like that one little step. All right, so now I've done my face. I've done my brows. I've done my eyes. So last, but certainly not least, is gonna be lips. Now, usually we love a bold lip here at Besame. We love to rock a red. But if we're doing a no makeup look, then my recommendation is to use cream rouge. You can use cream rouge on your cheeks, but you can also use it on your lips. And it is so gorgeous because it looks absolutely natural, so pretty, just like you have these beautifully naturally pink lips. So I love it. So I used Apricot cream rouge on my cheeks. If you remember, feels like forever ago now because the power went out and who knows what happened. But I did use the shade Apricot. So what I'm going to do instead for my lips is now use Crimson so that you can kind of see both. And I think that that's going to probably look the most natural on me, but it's up to you what you want to do. And and then that's going to be my final step for this look. So are there any more questions before we wrap this up today?
We just had, and also, just so everyone knows, I put it in the comments, I'm wearing the Apricot cream rouge on my lips, so you can see what that looks like as a lipstick as well. Sarah was asking for more videos exploring purple cake. And Sarah, if there's anything in particular you would like to see, please let us know in the comments. We did one a while ago where Jené even did it for brows. But yes, of course, we would be happy to use that more. Purple is shockingly versatile. You would not expect purple to be a go-to color,
cake.
but I wear it many days. I
Me
wear it a
too.
lot of the
Me
time.
too. It's starting to almost like take over when I would normally wear black. Like I'm kind
Mm-hmm.
of choosing it more often than I thought I would because I really, really like it.
Yeah.
Okay, look at that. It's like naturally pink lips, just a hint of color. It actually tastes and smells really lovely, which is a bonus if you're going to put it on your lips. It feels super creamy and moisturized. And it just gives that subtle hint of color that makes you go, is she wearing something on her lips or is she
Yeah.
just
Just
woke up like
naturally so
this, just
lovely. Yeah.
naturally there? But it's a really great to use on the lips. Again, Amber's wearing apricot on her lips, and I'm wearing crimson on mine, so you can kind of see what those look like. But anyway,
Yeah,
now
and
we
it's so
have done
lovely.
the no makeup look. I
And
could
yeah,
go out anywhere and just be like, oh, what? Oh, this?
makeup. What?
Makeup? Me? No.
No, never. Not my
Not that
Team
I want to be
Bessame shirt.
not that I want to be
No.
deceitful or anything,
No,
but
it's
it's just
teasing.
it's a great look when you just want something light, pretty. You feel a little bit fresher, you feel a little more like your natural beauty is really able to shine and come through.
And it's honestly, it can be nice for work. It just makes you look a little more awake. And then
That's
for
true.
these video calls, just an addition of a little something on your lips and a little bit of cream rouge can go a long way. Also, Jasmine mentioned that she tried having red velvet with just rouge and eyebrows and red velvet, just that
Ooh.
much, and loved how it kind of balanced everything out. And it's a different kind of look for sure, but
Mm-hmm.
it is. Red velvet's a really good one of sometimes just adding a lipstick. Of course, it'll look like you're wearing makeup, but can just brighten up your whole face. So a
Mm-hmm.
really good tip for last minute Zoom meetings and that kind of stuff.
Oh yeah. If
And
you're good,
all of that.
I really agree with that. If you're gonna pick one product to wear before you FaceTime or Zoom, put on a lipstick and it's gonna just change your whole face. I love
Yeah.
that look. I think a bold lip is great.
And then just really quick, CM said that this is your favorite. She said every week I say this is my favorite look, but this one I think is the favorite. And
Aw.
the brown mascara. So yes, BP says she's surprised to hear you have black lashes and brown look works on them without looking obvious in natural light. Yes, it does. It blends in really nicely. It
Mm-hmm.
doesn't give that because purple, on the other hand, when you look in the light, sometimes looks a little purple. That's the
Mm-hmm.
point. The brown really blends in and looks more natural.
It's true.
If I only used one coat on my lashes, it also would have actually looked pretty natural. Again, I just like tons of mascara. So thank you guys so much. What
Yes, thank
a
you.
wild ride of a video
Oh my
today.
gosh, right?
For a no makeup
We
makeup,
made
that
it
was our
though.
most dramatic of all. So for you guys, I said this in the comments earlier, but we do have a code for you today as well. And again, thank you for your patience and sweet comments.
Oh,
You guys are, I mean, get out of town. How great you are. I can't believe it. So your code today is TT15, like Tuesday tutorial, TT15. You'll get 15% off the brown cake or either color of the cream rouge. So whichever one
perfect.
you think works, try them both maybe. But anyway, that code is good until Wednesday, May 13th around 3 p.m. Pacific time. Thank you so much for your comments and your suggestions for future videos. We will definitely keep those in mind. We had a lot of 60s requests as
Ooh,
your
fun.
internet was coming back on. So we'll be definitely doing those.
Love that.
Thank you guys so much.
Yes,
And just
thank
have a
you.
wonderful day.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.